The ability to multitask is becoming a must more and more every day. With the addition of technology, there's never a time where we're doing just one thing. Think about it. You have family and friends in your social network, your work, your kids. I wonder if I can't believe he just... I got the groceries, I have the bills, I have the car, I got the... Who said that? Take it from a guy that was diagnosed with ADHD. I've learned how to use multitasking as a superpower. Logistics, planning out days, months, and sales quarters, working with over 100 clients, constantly taking notes, studying, preparing presentations, numbers, quotas. This is starting to sound a little bit like anxiety. You see, our brains are wired for constant thought. So feeding them constant thought is exactly what they want. In fact, it's constant negative thought. Jenny, break my heart in the 5th grade. I'm not saying it's good for who we are and who we're trying to be. Thousands of years ago, it was really beneficial to be ever vigilant for predators and anything that might be wrong so that we can make improvements to our society. Is there a tiger over there? Is that a bear? Is that my mother-in-law? Thanks, ancient humans. Did you know that this is the safest time in human history to be a human? Yet more people have anxiety and depression than ever before. Why would that be? Because nobody tells us how to calm down. But now with technology and our faces being in our phones, on our apps, on social media, and constantly planning, it would appear as though the technology is evolving much faster than the biology. We're walking around with Stone Age brains. It's not good just to distract your brain if you can't stop it. If you don't know how to relax. You may notice that when you're busy, when you're working, when you're having lunch with a friend, when you're playing, you have no problem being calm or confident. But then the second you let your guard down, wha-bam! Anxiety hits. You're left trying to climb down when you're way up here. And that feels impossible. You see, when your brain isn't busy, it gets anxious. It believes that it should be thinking about something. Ancient man couldn't slow down. That was dangerous. Is that my mother-in-law? Anxiety has a lot to do with worrying, has a lot to do with thinking about negative things, and has a lot to do with thinking about anxiety. Much like a little kid in the back seat saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? But the thing is, you're not a little kid, you're an adult, and you know that you're not there yet, but you can't turn this off, am I right? Ask yourself, can you stop? I don't mean just calm down. I don't mean watch a movie or go play golf or play catch with your kids. I mean, can you just stop and do nothing? Are you able to shut down and just relax? Well, I don't need to calm down. I'm a businessman. I heard a story once about Andrew Carnegie. He was being investigated by the FBI, and when the FBI found out that he was completely clean, they had to come to him and say, what's your secret? How on earth are you making this much money? And Carnegie told them, I have a superpower. You see, I can pay attention to one thing for 5 minutes at a time. And if I give one thing 5 minutes of my undivided attention, it helps me become incredibly successful. 5 minutes? Give me a break. Carnegie looked at them and said, I want you to take 10 seconds and think about absolutely nothing. They stopped, paused for about 3 or 4 seconds, and realized they had no idea how not to think about anything. In fact, you might realize that you can't think of just one thing for very long at all, especially not 5 minutes. And you see, this is perfectly normal. I'm selling this ebook here, but before you go clicking any links, I want to give you some tools that will help you feel better right now and that you can take with you day by day so you can slowly but surely get much better. But the tools I'm going to give you right now are going to help you not only calm down and relax your brain, but they're going to help you focus on the right thing. Because anxiety is kind of perpetuating the negativity. What we want to do is focus on the positivity. But first, how do we focus? And how do we relax? How do we just stop and smell the roses, Kale? We're gonna start with a simple breathing exercise. This simple trick works wonders, and it's the first thing that I tell all of my clients. What you're going to do is inhale for about 4 or 5 very slow seconds. That means 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Allow your stomach to expand, and as it expands, I want you only to be thinking about the air going into your nose, what it smells like, what it feels like, and the feeling inside your belly as your belly expands. Feel the air going into your lungs. And then I want you to pause for about 2 seconds. And when you pause, just sort of notice the sounds around you. Notice the silence. And then exhale for about 4 or 5 seconds. But what I want you to do is feel the tension in your jaw or your shoulders or neck. Just sort of release. And I want you to repeat this as many times as you have to until you are so comfortable you're afraid you're going to fall asleep. I'll do it with you. Shoulders back, chin up, palms facing forward. Take in a nice slow inhale, pause, and exhale. I'm on a mission to help make the world a happier and calmer place. Be well, my friends.